Hi Gemini, welcome to your birthday reading. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Check out your other placements for additional messages. As this is a general reading, messages may or may not apply. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't for the next person. I can be picking up on someone around you or someone you could be dealing with, so you might have to swap the roles. If this reading doesn't resonate right away, it may be something that happens down the line. If you like, you can keep this in your back pocket or come back at a later time. We're going to take a look and see what messages need to come through for you guys based off the current energy, as well as take a look into the year ahead, what you guys can expect regarding your career and finances, your romance for my singles and those that are in a relationship, and just see what other messages need to come through for you guys. Now, if you notice I sound a little bit differently, it's because my microphone randomly stopped working. Shout out to Mercury retrograde. It's really been messing with like a lot of things. Also, if you hear that in the background, that is my dog barking, being a little guard dog out here, okay? Anyway, so for the meantime, because they always say don't buy electronics during Mercury retrograde, so I'm not going to buy anything. I'm going to wait till Mercury goes direct. So for the meantime, I'm just going to be using my phone to record the audio, alright? But from what it seems, it's like not too bad. So I'm not even that pressed. It's like, it is what it is. Anyway, so we're going to start off with some animal oracle messages. Take a look into the energy you guys are currently in or currently dealing with, and kind of go from there, okay? So messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, based off the current energy. Happy birthday, by the way. I hope you guys are having a great birthday season. Any messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, based off the current energy? What do my Geminis need to hear? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Messages for Gemini, please, based off the current energy. Any messages? Whoa, that flew. We got the camel coming out. Fire energy. Messages for the bee. I did actually see that card try to flip out earlier. Interesting. Messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, based off the current energy. Any messages? Okay, all right. We also got the snake. Wow. Okay, so we got fire, air, and earth coming out. I'm just going to set that here. So I think you guys are really focused on your work, your career, and just kind of focused on yourself. The camel is a very independent energy to be in. You guys are just kind of keeping to oneself. Some of you have just kind of distanced yourself from those around you or friends, or you're a busy bee. It's not like even intentional. You're just like super focused on your journey, yourself. You might be spending a lot more time alone, or in the near future and coming up in like, you know, the next week or so, you may need some alone time just to be by yourself, to be with your thoughts. And, you know, situations that might come up could be testing your patience, but for the most part, you're keeping calm, collected, and just cool. Like, no matter what kind of happens, no matter if someone really tests your nerves and pushes you a little bit past your limits or a bit past your boundaries, or say someone just says something, you're not going to react impulsively or like snap at them. You're very much in control of your feelings, and your thoughts are very clear, especially, you know, Mercury's retrograding in your sign, you know, so I don't know if it's really affecting you in a horrible way or in a positive way, because I'm not a Gemini, but maybe you guys are just really in your element and you're just feeling it and you're on top of things and you're just feeling like a boss. Like, I don't know, you guys, but like, that's kind of the energy that I'm picking up on. Or if you're not feeling this right now, probably in the near future, you're going to be feeling much more in control within yourselves and just feeling at home, okay? So what else am I getting from that? Camel. It's like you've been on, you guys might be actually planning on going on like a little getaway or a little trip, especially if you're celebrating your birthday. For my Gemini sons out there, maybe you guys are planning a little trip, even if you're not going anywhere, but just having a night at a hotel and ordering room service and champagne and just having a nice time to yourself, maybe some close friends, close loved ones. You know, I just feel like that's kind of the energy. It just feels very nice, very relaxing, very calm. The camel also talks about, you know, being on the journey for quite some time. So you guys have been on some sort of chapter, but like you're making progression. It's like you're not at the beginning, you're not at the end, but like you're in the middle of your transition or change or this journey chapter you've been on. Like you're in the middle of it, you know, and you're making progression and you're moving at a good steady pace. This also talks about you guys just being very independent and confident and reassured within yourself, not searching for that outward from other people, validation from other people, things like that, but just finding that from within and being solid within and having your own back. And that's really beautiful. The B, so like I said, you guys might be heavily focused a lot on your career. You're just working on yourself, working on bettering yourself, and just, you know, spending some time alone to reflect, like I was saying. But then, of course, this also talks about your career and your finances and focusing a lot on the things that matter the most to you. This also can talk about collaboration and working together in teams with people, with your friends, your family, your partners. You know, you're very dedicated, you're very hardworking, and you're also focused and you know exactly what needs to be done. Perhaps you guys might be making a lot more lists or just being more organized lately, or this is a sign you probably should, just so that you know exactly what needs to be done and what you have forgotten, what's completed, you know, crossing things off lists, things like that. I don't know, I'm just getting the imagery of that, and just staying really focused and being on top of things. But that's the thing, B's hardworking for sure, but the one thing is, like, if they are exhausted, if they're tired, they're gonna sting somebody. But that's at oh my god, I'm struggling with speaking. But that's the thing with B's, is that they're hardworking and they don't quit until they're forced to stop. No, fucking hell. And that's the thing with B's, they're very hardworking. And that's the thing, you guys are very hardworking, but you also have to work in moderation. Otherwise, you may reach your breaking point where you end up stinging somebody or yourself, reaching burnout, things like that. So make sure you just have a good balance between your own personal life and your work life, and just know when enough is enough, know when to take breaks, know when to stop for the night and pick it up the next day. Give yourself time to rest and recharge. Otherwise, you could easily reach burnout if you're not aware. So just be aware of how you're feeling, be aware of your body, be aware of all those kinds of things, okay? And the snake coming out, earth energy, this talks about, you know, shedding old skins and recognizing your potential and recognizing the areas you'd like to improve and where you want to go and how far you've come, and seeing your growth and acknowledging it and recognizing it and being proud of yourself. But also, like I said, you're in the middle of this journey. You didn't just start this and the end is nowhere near. You're in the middle of it. You're in the thick of it. There's so much more room to grow, to expand, to learn, to build. Like, you know, the opportunities are endless and there's many, many doors that you could go through. It's really just comes down to what you want and what you want to do on this journey. Do you want to go left? Do you want to go right? Do you want to go straight? Do you want to turn around and go back and try something else? Like, the direction you're going down is completely up to you. If you're happy with where you're at, that's awesome. Fucking keep it up, you know? If there are some things in your life that you may need to make some adjustments, some little tweaks, that's been a theme coming up for, like, a lot of signs, especially with all this retrograde energy, right? We got Pluto retrograde, Saturn retrograde, Mercury retrograde. In June, we have Jupiter retrograding. We also have Neptune retrograding. We got a lot of retrograde energy. And on top of that, we have eclipse energy too. Lunar, solar, and your sign, right? Gemini and Sagittarius. So you guys are probably feeling a lot of this energy. It's pretty intense, but we can use this to our benefit and really use this and help us transform and, you know, propel us moving forward. So this is a really, really good time for you guys to focus on yourself, focus on your independence, focus on, going inward and connecting with yourself, especially as the camel has the moon coming through in this card. Just like, you know, your inner feminine, for some of you, really starting to connect with your emotions and creativity and expression and your spirituality. And that's really coming through as well. Just really learning to trust that part of you, because some of you are very, very logical. You know, you guys are air signs, and then we also got the B out here, which is super analytical, super logical, reacts very quickly, very smart, very skilled, which is awesome. That's amazing. But also incorporating your own little personal touch and your own little charisma and your talent and your, you know, just combining all this beautiful energy and just like, it's just beautiful, and it's just like all about expansion. And there's always room for growth. No matter who you are, where you're at, how much you've learned, how smart you are, how talented you are, there's always room for improvement. We never stop growing. We never stop learning until our very last breath. So, yeah, very interesting energy. So this is kind of the energy I'm picking up on right now, or kind of the next few weeks, or the rest of June. Okay, let's pull some tarot messages and continue on and just see what's happening for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus based off the current energy. Any messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus based off the current energy? What's going on for my Geminis, please? Any messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus based off the current energy? What's going on for my Geminis? Any messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? All right. Deck doesn't want to shuffle anymore, so let's get into it. Messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay, we got 2 cards flipping out. We have Justice coming out, Libra energy. We also got the 4 of Pentacles. Oh, really interesting. Messages, okay, the Emperor, nice. Messages, okay, and the Knight of Pentacles, wow. Bottom of the deck, we have the 4 of Wands, 3 of Cups, and 8 of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. So you guys are very grounded, very in control. Like I was saying earlier with Camel, just being very grounded within yourself and your emotions, and just like knowing where you're going, what you're doing. Like you're just very much grounded yet flexible. You know, you're not stiff like a tree. Trees are very flexible. They're grounded, right? But they are also flexible and can move in the wind. That's kind of the energy I'm getting from you guys. Yeah, wow. This is, even at the bottom of the deck, we go from the 4 of Wands, which is a really good place. 4 of Wands and the 3 of Cups. Celebration, you guys. This is about you guys celebrating how far you've come. Celebrating you, your existence, you know, your birthday, and being around your loved ones, your friends, your family, and just having a good time. And some of you might be reuniting with those that are close to you, a friend, family member, or just someone who you maybe haven't seen in a long time. Maybe this is going back to your hometown, or visiting old friends or things like that. Like, I'm just getting the imagery of like having dinners outside with like a whole bunch of people, and having some drinks, and having really good food, and just lots of good company. It just seems very heartwarming and welcoming. I don't know, that's just that imagery I'm getting from this. But like, it just feels like a really good place. Again, goes back to this Camel energy. You've made a lot of progress. You've grown a lot on this journey, on this chapter, but there's still a lot more that's yet to come. But we go from the 4 of Wands to the 8 of Wands. So there's major traction here. There's major movement, especially once Mercury does go direct, which is not very long. I think we have a couple more weeks. I'll have the date somewhere on the screen. But once Mercury goes direct, things are going to be picking up. So areas in your life where you feel like have been kind of stuck or delayed, you know, maybe you've been coming up with plans on how am I going to shake things up, or how am I going to, you know, get back control of my life, and how I maybe need to incorporate more healthier lifestyles and make some healthier changes, or get some more rest, or just things like that that will help further you on your path and better you, and so that you will be able to fly forward and feel strong and confident and just fulfilled, you know, like just making those tweaks in your own personal life. And so as you're doing that, as Mercury is retrograding and we have all this other retrograde energy going on, once Mercury goes direct, you guys will be flying forward, just boom, 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 one thing after another. It's like domino effect. Recharge your battery, get strong, fill your cup up first, and all will be well. And it's just about you guys celebrating, having good times, and being with your loved ones, and just lots of happy times. It's awesome. It really is. Now, we have Justice, the 4 of Pentacles coming out. I am kind of getting a little bit of like legal matters, or something to do with money. Maybe someone owes you money. Or for example, if you are currently dealing with court matters, legal matters, things like that, you're waiting for an outcome. And of course, with Mercury retrograde, could be causing delays on the outcome, or there's just something's come up and you have to wait another week or another couple weeks, and just like, when will this be wrapped up? And some of you are also like holding on to wanting justice for someone who maybe has done you wrong, or hurt you, or betrayed you, or something like that, and you're holding on with that 4 of Pentacles, like holding on to kind of grudges of wanting things to be fixed, or karma to do its thing, and balancing of the scales. And that will happen. It's just a matter of time. And I feel like it's just a message for you guys to hear. It's like, don't just sit around and wait. Focus on you. Focus on moving forward. Things eventually will balance. What goes around comes around. That's a fact. Whether it happens tomorrow, a week from now, a year from now, years from now, you know, it always comes around, and that's kind of out of our control. Best thing you can do is move on with your life instead of sitting around waiting to find out if they got their justice, okay? Not worth it. Not worth it. You got better things to do with your time, with your life. Not worth your time, not worth your energy. I'm just saying that, okay? Honestly, you know, just block them. Don't even look at their social media. Stop asking about them. Just like, you know, things like that. That's for some of you. Just another message. Like, it's just not worth it. It really isn't. It's time for you guys to let this go. Especially with all this retrograde energy and Mercury retrograde, this is a time for us to look at ourselves of what is it that needs to be released. Some of you have been holding on to something way too long, wanting justice, wanting fairness, wanting an apology, wanting something to be, you know, fixed, or, you know, if someone did you wrong, you want them to make rights. But you may need to just surrender and let that go. Maybe that's keeping you stagnant. I don't know. I'm just adjusting things. Also, I'm just noticing we have 2 4s out here. Some of you might be seeing a lot of 4s, or like 444, angel number 4. 4 is actually a very stable number. Some of you are waiting on receiving money or inheritance or something like that. But again, it's almost like it's withheld, or there's some sort of delay due to Mercury retrograding. But probably in the next few weeks, you may just get some sort of breakthrough with that, okay? Emperor and the Knight of Pentacles. I definitely, again, there's a lot of career energy coming up here. You guys deserve financial stability. You guys deserve, you know, security in your life, where you feel independent, where you don't feel like you have to rely on others for financial support. Some of you have been reliant on other people for money, even like child support that just came to me, right? But some of you are really just trying to work and get that solid foundation underneath your feet so that you no longer have to rely on others. It's like some of you could be, like I said, some of you could be waiting for money. Maybe it hasn't come through. Example, like I said, child support, for some reason that's really coming through. Like it really just came through. I heard child support. I was like, okay, let's talk about it. Some of you have been waiting on like your child support or payment, but it hasn't come through yet. And maybe there's like, again, like something's held up and you're like, okay, I got bills to pay, like the fuck, like something like that, you know, like an example or something like that. So it's like you're waiting, but you're wanting to not be in these kinds of situations. So, you know, I'm just speculating the year ahead for those that are resonating with that. It's like getting more financial stability. That's what you're going to be working towards when it comes to your career and finances. I bet for the year ahead, you guys will be definitely focusing a lot more on your work, your career, getting that coin, getting the bag, multiple sources of income. Some of you might be considering starting up your own business or a little side business, you know, posting your artwork on Instagram or selling your pieces of jewelry on Etsy or things like that, or just other things, of course. Obviously, those are just examples, but just like multiple streams of income, so that, and saving money too, especially that 4 of Pentacles kind of talks about holding on, but it's not necessarily like some of you could be holding on to grudges and things that you're needing to release and forgive. But another way I'm seeing this is like holding on to your money, of like keeping it in case of emergencies, or saving your money so that you can go on that trip, or, you know, buy your mom that house, that car, whatever. Like maybe, you know, saving up that money to put that down payment on that house or that car, something like that. Like I'm kind of getting a lot of those messages. And then, of course, like I said, based off the current energy, it's just like you guys are heavily focused on your career. You guys are focusing on empowering yourselves and stepping into your confidence. And it really is powerful. You guys are really feeling like things are going to change and things are going to get better. Like there's no going back to the past. There's no going back to how things used to be. We're moving up. We're moving forward. We're leveling up, and we're shedding old skins. It's beautiful. Woo! Damn, Gemini. So we have Libra energy. We also have Aries coming out. Aries as well as, is this Sag or Leo? Might be Leo. So yeah, we basically got a mix of fire, a little sprinkle of water, a little bit of Cancerian energy, earth, Okay, very interesting energy. I'm liking it. Okay, so that's kind of their current energy. Let's take a look into, I'm just gonna put this like this. I'm gonna look into your love life. Okay, we're gonna start off with singles, and then we'll look into those that are in a relationship. So I'm just gonna shift my decks like this. Okay, need a bigger table. Put that there. What time are we at? Okay, we're not too bad. Alright, so romance for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I'll have the timestamps, of course, in the comments as well as the description. Alright, so starting off with my singles. Any romance angel messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? My single Geminis. Any romance angel messages for those that are single? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What messages do my single Geminis need to hear for the year ahead? What can they expect regarding their love life? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What can Geminis expect in love? Any messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, singles in love for the year ahead? Woo, we got a card falling out. What do we have? Romantic feelings. Okay, let's get two more for my single Geminis. We also got healing family issues. Beautiful. Romance angel messages. Thank you. And new love. Okay. We'll pull some tarot messages to go along with this as well to give us some more context as to what you can expect, more, clarity, other messages, things like that. So for my singles, we have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So true. And new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings, okay? So I'm kind of getting the order like this. A lot of you guys are working on healing your own inner wounds, your own inner traumas and certain patterns. You know what they say based off psychology. I don't know too much about this, but like the way we were raised and certain how our parents taught us and the types of love we received had a huge impact on us and the types of people we'd attract, not only in romance and in friendships and in all types of connections. Certain cycles, certain lessons really do stem from how we grew up and how we took information in at a young age and how that's really shaped us, who we are today. And so for a lot of us, there's some deep inner woundings that are being healed, or you guys are starting to look at your shadow selves, looking at certain woundings, certain resentments, hurts, pains that you still carry to this day that maybe, you haven't fully accepted or forgiven or things like that. And so you guys, this year coming up in your own little heart space, you guys are learning to forgive yourselves. You guys are learning to forgive your parents. And as you do that, you are unlearning certain beliefs, certain mindsets, certain kind of cycles that you may have been stuck on for a long time. You may have attracted like-minded people or similar relationships, even though they could have been completely different people from completely different countries, but at the same time, yet they're so similar, and you're like, why do I keep attracting the same kinds of people? Because there's a lesson there. There is a lesson there. And there's also healing that needs to take place. Because when we don't heal, we end up finding ourselves in similar situations. And we ask ourselves, why? Why does this keep happening? Because there is healing and a lesson that needs to take place, needing to recognize these things. And so it's almost like you guys are really, not almost, it is like you guys are beginning to heal yourselves. And when you heal yourself, you free yourself. And you open up doors to new opportunities and new beginnings and unconditional love you've never received before. It's beautiful. Oh, it's so good. Oh, what the hell? Give me a second. I don't know what the hell just happened. Oh my god, that was crazy. Stay hydrated, my dudes. Okay. All the trees have been blooming, and so I kind of have been a little bit more stuffy lately. And that just got on my throat. Oh my god, I'm dead. Alright, so once you do some healing and you start to open up your heart, you're starting to trust yourself more, you're starting to trust your intuition, your gut feelings, and maybe you're putting yourself out there, and voila, we got new love and romantic feelings. These cards go hand in hand. Woo! Alright, so let's talk about it. So romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So you may just cross paths with somebody new love, and you kind of got the butterflies, you got the feelings, you got like that flirtatious kind of energy. You know, someone new has stirred your romantic feelings. Or in the year coming up, I wouldn't be surprised if you cross paths with somebody and you're like, hold on a minute. Wifey, hubby, okay, you know, like, I'm just saying. So let's pull some tarot messages and kind of just take a little look into this. Let's use this deck. Okay, I'm gonna move this. Okay, I need just space. I don't need the space. We'll put that there. All right. Messages for single Geminis in love. Show me clearly what's going on for my Geminis that are single in love. Notice the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck and Two of Pentacles. A decision in love. Will you say yes? Will you say no? Will you give them a shot? Will you put your heart out to the world? We'll find out. We'll find out. Messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in love. What's going on for Gemini? Single Geminis in love for the year ahead. What can they expect? Show me clearly. My Geminis in love. Single Geminis. I keep going. What can my singles expect in their love life for the year ahead? Based off the current timeline, of course. Things can always change and you got your free will. Messages for Gemini, single Geminis in love. Any messages for my single Geminis? Oh, we got that Five of Cups. What I tell you. Healing past pains, woundings, and recognizing what's still standing. You know, recognizing you are worthy of love. Recognizing, yeah, you may have gone through lots of heartbreak, lots of pain, lots of hurts and betrayal, but not everybody is going to hurt you. Not everybody is going to treat you like shit. There are good people out there. It just takes a while to find the right people. And sometimes there's lessons that we have to learn in order to find our true love, you know? Sometimes we also can be the toxic one in the relationship, right? We all have toxic tendencies. None of us are perfect. And it's kind of like an awakening to look at ourselves and to, you know, be honest and release and get rid of all those feelings. You know, let's just see what else needs to come out. Messages for Gemini, my single Geminis in love. Emperor. See, this card coming out again, double confirmation. Look at you guys taking control over a shitty, crappy situation and recognizing, hey, you know what? Instead of me being the victim and me saying, oh, woe is me, and what did I do to deserve this? And I always attract the same kinds of people. Look at you taking responsibility and you're like, you know what? No, I'm putting my foot down. I'm going to learn to love myself. I'm going to learn to forgive myself, my parents, my past, learning to take accountability for where I went wrong so I can better myself and I will learn from my past. Beautiful. Good on you, Gemini. Good on you. Let's see. Single Geminis in love for the year ahead. What can they expect? Oh, woo! We just got card explosion. Okay, we got the Princess of Wands, Princess of Swords. We also got the Ten of Swords reversed. Ooh. Ooh. Alright. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. Ooh, Ace of Wands. Three of Wands reversed. So, Four of Pentacles. Prince of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Okay, and Eight of Wands. Okay. Oh, wow. This is your energy. Okay, we'll talk about this. All right, we'll have these out just for a little quick chat. So, now I won't lie, Gemini. Okay, we got a lot of cards, but I'm just like, I have to talk about this, what I'm seeing here. So, as you are taking the responsibility to work on yourself, to heal yourself, to better yourself, and when you do that, you're attracting like-minded people into your life who are also working on themselves and healing themselves, and you guys come together, power team, right? We got that Princess of Wands, we also got the Princess of Swords. So I'm getting a couple things from this. First off, this new love coming through, you may have multiple pursuers. We got people who see you and are crushing on you, little secret admirers. We also got some very flirtatious, fun, light-hearted energy with this Princess of Wands. You may get asked out on many dates and getting to know many people. The one thing I'm just like, oh, I'm also just realizing another thing. Okay, hold on. The one thing I'll continue what I was saying. The one thing I'm like, I don't know, man. Some of these people could be a lot of frogs, but where's Prince Charming at, right? Because we got your energy, Emperor, and then we got these pages or princesses, right? And so there's a bit of an imbalance. So I think you may Mercury retrograde. You may kiss many frogs this year, and I know, really, like, damn. You know, some of you are just, really starting to get out in the dating scene again, to help kind of get over, again, these past experiences and endings. But as you do that, you're going to have some sort of realization, Ace of Swords. You're like, wait a second, Ace of Swords. A breakthrough, a new perspective, a realization. Maybe you're realizing, again, that kind of pattern, the cycle. I'm attracting similar people. Like, see, maybe in the past, you ended up in similar situations and you found yourself repeating, and you never understood why. But now it's like you're becoming aware of the cycle. You're becoming aware of the types of people you've been attracting, right? And so instead of ending up in the same old cycle repeating itself, you are becoming aware and you're like, hold up, I see the red flag, I see what you're doing, and I ain't falling for it. Alright, see, 3 of Wands reversed. I ain't falling for it. I ain't moving any more forward. I ain't taking any more steps. I see things clearly, and I would be a fool to catch myself repeating this cycle again. I'm good, love. Been there and done that too many times. I'm gonna go down a different road, right? Ace of Wands. We also got the Empress. Okay, so where's that Prince Charming, you may ask? Well, look here. Emperor to the Empress. Doesn't matter what you identify as. We got a perfect pair, okay? A perfect pair. And so underneath the Empress is the 8 of Wands, the Queen of Wands, Prince of Pentacles, and 4 of Pentacles. So basically, your Prince Charming coming in real slow. Prince of Pentacles. Okay, maybe this is you moving very slowly, because underneath that we had the 4 of Pentacles, as if like kind of holding on or holding yourself back or holding in your feelings, protecting yourself, right? But there is movement, and there is also attraction here with the Queen of Wands, okay? So that Ace of Wands, that passionate new beginning, that connection, that new love, this person who stirred your romantic feelings, right? There will be lots of attraction. I think you will be getting to know each other, lots of back and forth communication, as well as going out together and getting to know one another. And like, there's a lot of growth here. So yeah, basically for my single Geminis, it's like you guys are becoming aware of certain cycles that you've been on, certain people that you've been attracting, like-minded people, and you're breaking away from that. You are working on yourself, and as you're doing that, you're recognizing, people come and go, people come into your life. You got lots of frogs, and, you may give them a few chances, but then, you can read it pretty quickly that they're not meant for you. And so instead of getting your feelings all caught up and giving them a chance, because what if they're a good person? You're like, you know what? Thanks for the date, but I'm just not feeling it. And that's okay. And just being honest, right? Ace of Swords. And being honest with yourself and recognizing the cycle, and that's what's happening here. And so you're putting that to an end, and as you do that, boom, new love comes through. Emperor to the Empress. And there's lots of movement, there's lots of action being taken, but at the same time it's slow, there's no rush, which is really good, because when relationships tend to start quick, they end just as quick sometimes, majority, because there's not that solid foundation. And you want something solid. Or at least that's kind of the energy I'm picking up on. Emperor, you ain't trying to settle for a princess. You're trying to find someone who is the same as you, or someone who's like-minded. Obviously, everybody's different, but same kind of level, same maturity, not just trying to play games. I'm just seeing that there's the opportunity. After some frogs, you will find the prince or the princess, of your dreams. Alright, it's really beautiful, you guys. It really is. So that's for my singles. Okay, and it also, another card, Temperance, balance, okay? Balance, fairness, equality. What was the signs? Hold on. Aries energy. We have some air, fire, a little bit of water. Taurus, Libra, Venus energy. So yeah, lots of romance, for sure, okay? So, that is for you guys. Took a little water break. Let's get into it for my Geminis that are taken. What can they expect in their love life? My Geminis that are in a relationship. What can my Geminis in love that are taken expect for the year ahead? Any romantic messages for my taken Geminis? Those are in a partnership. What can those expect for the year ahead? The deck doesn't want to shuffle anymore. Let's get into it. For those that are in a partnership for the year ahead, what can they expect in love? Forgiving and learning. Romance angel messages for those in a partnership. Worth waiting for. Romance angel messages for those that are in a partnership for the year ahead. And, oops, that fell right on top of my phone. Keep an open mind. Okay. So this is kind of similar to the single spread that I did. So let me just show you the cards. So forgiveness and learning. Worth waiting for, and keep an open mind. Okay. So yeah, it's like about you guys learning to forgive your past, learning to forgive your parents, learning to forgive past relationships, forgiving your exes, even though they may have hurt you so badly. It's not worth it holding on to these grudges and anger and hatred. Like, all it's doing is keeping you stuck, and you may find yourself repeating certain cycles, and it's just not worth it. And so for this year coming up, you guys are learning to forgive and release the past, like once and for all, like just making peace with it and surrendering to it, and not beating yourself up over past experiences and things that you can't change. You can only learn from it moving forward and apply that knowledge and turning it into wisdom. So when you do that, when you are releasing the past and you are finally learning to have that kind of inner peace within yourself and just acceptance, you know, for how things have happened, and maybe there's a little bit of regret or resentment or hurt, and that's, you know, it's going to be a process to work through. But as you are learning to do that, you will experience much more love in the present, in your romance, in your friendships, in your home life, in your family, in all aspects of life, not just romance, you know. So worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life, and keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ than your usual type and expectations. So these kind of feel like again, like these kind of just seem more single related. It's weird. I mean, maybe for those that are, I'm just throwing it out there. If the shoe fits, the shoe fits. If it doesn't, let it slide. For some, if you're in an unhappy relationship, it may be that you guys are choosing to leave it, end it, so that less damage is being done to you and your partner, so that you're able to just work on healing and bettering yourself and learning, right? There's lots of learning opportunities, and there's divine timing at play when it comes to this situation, and perhaps moving forward, needing to keep an open mind with new love. I know, like, so unrelated to partnerships. Like, obviously this came out for a reason, so just go with it. Other way we can look into this, worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Someone maybe struggles with opening up or expressing love or something like that due to past experiences and hurts and pains, but so it requires healing. And once, you know, healing has taken place, maybe they or you finds it easier to open up about that. But again, it takes time, and maybe coming together with that, maybe you and your partner coming together with one another or helping each other heal. And then with keep an open mind, your soulmate may differ than your usual type and expectations. Perhaps your current partner differs than like your usual type. Or maybe this is just talking about the expectations you have on one another. And Gemini, I think let's just pull some tarot messages. Otherwise, my mind is just going to get like confused. I'm trying to like understand it. So let's just see what messages they have for my Geminis that are in a partnership. What can they expect in love, romance for the year ahead? My Geminis in partnerships, what can they expect in love for the year ahead? Any messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in partnerships for the year ahead? Any messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus that are taken for the year ahead? Okay, Wheel of Fortune. All right. Okay, these two cards try to come out. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, and the Eight of Cups. So, like I said, I did pick up, obviously, like I said, this isn't going to apply for everybody. But a group I'm picking up on is like some of you are just maybe unhappy with your relationship. And so you're just wanting to move into a different chapter, move to the next page. Some of you might just actually be moving with your partner, or like something like that. Like, there's the energy of leaving something behind. I can't lie. Like, I ain't gonna lie, you guys. Messages. 6 of Cups. Messages for Gemini in a partnership. What can they expect? Oh, wow. 9 of Pentacles. Seriously, that's a bit of single energy I'm feeling. And the 2 of Wands, a decision. Okay, 8 of Pentacles, the Moon, 5 of Pentacles reverse, King of Wands reverse. Some of you have just been, like, again, in a very unhealthy relationship, and it's like you're reminiscing about the old times of how things used to be. And perhaps some of you feel like there used to be a lot more love than there is now, and maybe you find you and your partner constantly arguing and bickering and going back and forth. And for some, maybe there's a little bit of separation, or you feel even though you could be in the same room, it's just like there's distance, you know? And it's just not the same as it used to be. And, you know, it's like you have a decision. Do I continue working on this? And, you know, we keep on working, but we're getting nowhere and just getting frustrated and just finding ourselves in a loop and having more healing to take place? Or do we just call it quits? Damn, you know? And I am kind of getting that with that 9 of Pentacles. Like, 9 of Pentacles is a very independent energy. This is a very single energy. You know, when it comes to a partnership, it's obviously great to have your own independence so that you are not codependent on the other person for your happiness and your love and, you know, all those things, even financial stability. So in partnerships, even those that aren't on rocky terms, it's just like the year ahead, I'm seeing you guys gaining a lot more independence, which is awesome. More confidence. But I can't deny it. Like, I am kind of getting the energy, like, you have a choice. You either continue on this path, feeling you guys, like, even this King of Wands reverse, I'm just getting very frustrated. Someone's just kind of tired of it. Like, the flame was just kind of, you know, when a candle's about to go out and the wick is very low and the flame is super small, it could die at any moment, you just don't know when. It's just, that's kind of like what it feels, and it sucks. And so it's like, even with the Moon, not to laugh, but it's just like the unknown. How much more energy do we have to keep putting into this connection to the point where we reach burnout? Kind of like earlier with that B energy, you know, reaching burnout. You know, maybe some of you are just choosing to take a break. But yeah, you guys, like, it just kind of feels, I feel like walking away. I really am getting that energy. The Wheel of Fortune, 8 of Cups, 6 of Cups is just like, it's just, obviously, like I said, it's not going to apply for everybody. I feel like this will resonate for those that feel this already deep down, or have kind of been feeling this for a while now. You know, maybe this is just like confirmation, I don't know. But it's just like, you know, deep down you want to change, and you're ready for a change. You're ready to move forward in a new direction and to step into the unknown and to embrace who you've become and who you're stepping into as you are healing, as you are becoming more of your authentic self. And as you're doing that, you're just looking back at how things used to be versus how they are now. And you're just kind of like, why are we continually fighting for this? Like, what's the point? You know, maybe you guys have been feeling, especially when we go back to the animal oracle messages that came out at the very beginning of the read with the camel. You guys might be spending a lot more time alone, and you're recognizing how much you really enjoy alone time. And you're like, you know, every time I'm alone, I feel at peace. But then when I'm with you, we're constantly arguing and bickering, and I just feel so much at war, and it's just not worth it. You know, it's some tough decisions, you guys. And so with the 2 of Wands, it's like you have a choice. Do you want to continue sacrificing your own inner peace and their own inner peace to continue fighting because, oh, you guys have lived together for this long, or you guys are married, or because it's easier? But is it actually easier? Like, legally, okay, yeah, maybe it might be a little bit easier. Maybe you guys have a home together. Maybe it'd be more complicated to get a divorce or something like that, you know? So maybe you guys are just kind of like, oh, well, I'll just suck it up, even though I don't really want to, but I will. But it's just like, at what cost, you know, for your own inner peace? You know, so you have a decision. You can continue to just stay in this, or you can choose to, you know, walk away. That's really the reading I'm just getting, and that's so interesting. Why I can't, you guys, I'm like struggling with my words. Oh my gosh. It's just like, that's kind of interesting why I was feeling this kind of single energy of worth waiting for and keeping an open mind. I was just like, this seems more like single. And for some, maybe it's like you recently have had a breakup and you're learning to forgive your past or learning to forgive your last relationship. And as you're doing that, true love is worth waiting for, and to keep an open mind. As your soulmate may differ than your usual type and expectations. So that's just, it's interesting. Like, this is supposed to be a partnership reading, but it totally felt like disconnect, like end of a partnership type of reading. Like, obviously it's not going to apply for everybody, but definitely not what I was expecting. But that came out for somebody, so we'll just leave it at that. It seems intense. Definitely trust your intuition here with the moon. Trust your gut. Your feelings are valid. Don't stay in a situation if you're not happy. It's just not worth it. It's really just not worth it. No matter how much time, energy you've invested into this relationship, this partnership, it does not matter. Like, if you're unhappy, if both of you are unhappy, or it's unhealthy, it's not worth it. It's really not worth it. So that might be a very tough decision that you have coming up in the year ahead, or soon, or whenever you come across this. And, yeah, it just feels very heavy. But I'm sending you guys all my love. And sometimes you really just have to look at the facts. And sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you have to really disconnect from your feelings and just look at the facts here. Looking at the reality of how things actually are. Taking the blindfold off and accepting. And, you know, acceptance in these kinds of situations is not easy. Yeah, man. Okay, so Gemini, for those that are in a partnership, that was your spread. Damn. Okay, now let's look into your guys' career and finances, see what you guys can expect. And, yeah, okay. Okay. So, career and finances for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the year ahead. What can my Geminis expect in their career and finances? Any messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus regarding their career and finances for the year ahead? What can they expect regarding their career, finances, money, abundance, wealth? What can, oh my god, can I shuffle? What can my Geminis expect regarding their career and finances for the year ahead? Any messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus regarding their career for the year ahead? Career, finances, and money. What can Gemini... Oh my goodness. Can I shuffle, please? What's this trying to come out? 8 of Wands, so lots of movement. Some of you might actually be traveling for work. Or things might just be picking up a lot. Okay. Messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus regarding their career and finances. Messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus regarding their career and finances. Let's get into it. Any messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus regarding their career and finances for the year ahead? Ooh, Ace of Swords, 7 of Wands. Messages for Gemini, the Hermit. Let's get a couple more. Let's get like 3 more. Messages for Gemini regarding their career and finances for the year ahead. 8 of Wands. Y'all see that? Knock some of my crystals over. Damn. Messages for Gemini. Okay. 7 of Cups. We got lots of options. Okay. And the World. Bottom of the deck. 2 of Wands. Decision. 4 of Pentacles reverse. Ace of Wands. And 2 of Pentacles. So decision. And Knight of Pentacles, moving at a nice, slow, steady pace. There's no rush. You will cross the finish line. Okay, so, yeah, you guys actually got the Ace of Wands and Ace of Swords. So there's definitely new beginnings and also endings in your career and finances, okay? So wrapping up of cycles and entering into new starts. So some of you are, or for the year ahead, there's going to be a lot of energy of contemplating the next step, the next move. Some of you kind of feel stuck or maybe unhappy with your current job and you are trying to come up with a plan of how can I get out of this or how can I get that stability. Kind of like I was saying at the very beginning of the reading, the current energy of like, I'm reliant on this person for money, or I need to get a better job, or maybe my finances have not been the most stable, and like needing to have some sort of change. And so you are contemplating and thinking and coming up with a plan, Hermit energy, connecting with yourself, as well as, you know, diving into your spirituality, your spiritual practices, your healing practices. And I know, a little bit unrelated to career finances, unless you may find a career up in that alley, up in that realm, which is awesome. But just like spending a lot of time contemplating, spending some time alone to get your thoughts straight, get your ideas straight, because you're definitely about to move forward. You are getting clarity about the direction you're trying to move down, Ace of Swords, because you have lots of options as to where you can go, which direction you want to go down, what you could start, many job opportunities. Do you want to work at this place? Do you want to submit your resume here? Do you want to work on your own? Do you want to work in a family business, partnership, whatever? Like, you have so many opportunities, so many different ways you could take this. And I think it's very important for you guys to focus one thing at a time. Otherwise, it could get very overwhelming, or you may end up starting and stopping many things. So I'd say just commit to like 1 or 2 things at a time, and, you know, then focus on expanding. So just kind of lower down your options. I think that's very important. So 7 of Cups with the Ace of Swords, I'm kind of getting the energy of like lower down your options here. And when you do that, there is going to be loss of movement, loss of traction. Some of you might be traveling for work, or some of you might move and then find that new job, or like some of you might be thinking about moving and like, okay, I'm going to move here, but are they looking for jobs, or how am I going to work, or where am I going to work, and things like that. Like, there's lots of movement. And like phone calls and things like that, even just like short distance travel. But for some, this could be talking about long distance travel with the 8 of Wands and the World. So some of you might be moving countries or moving across the world or something like that. Like, there might be some very important moves coming up, or your work may require you to move or require you to travel, or taking business trips, things like that. So just saying, for the year ahead, you might expect some things like that. At the bottom of the deck, we had the 2 of Wands as well as 2 of Pentacles. So you may have some decisions coming up when it comes to your career, whether you want to continue on this journey, on this path, or if you want to go down a different direction, right? Some of you are like, I need a change, and some of you are happy with where you're at. So I'm just saying, the possibilities there. If you want to get up and leave, you can. If you want to go chase after that dream, fucking do it. You know, like, opportunities are there, right? 7 of Cups and the 8 of Wands backs you up with that. But yeah, there is the energy of something regarding your career or finances, or even just the energy of struggle could be coming to a close or coming to an end here. And I am seeing the energy of you guys like releasing something or letting something go, or perhaps if you've been working in a toxic work environment, or there's just been a lot of drama or arguing or just like unfairness, leaving that behind. Maybe you've been dealing with someone, or a boss or a manager or someone in your work environment who's just extremely controlling, or even mean, like just saying really shady shit to you. Like, and so some of you might be deciding, you know what, enough's enough. This is childish. See you later. You know, some of you might be deciding that. Also, with the Ace of Wands and the 2 of Pentacles, some of you might be choosing to collaborate with someone. Remember, at the beginning of the reading, B did come out, and B does talk about collaboration with people, with others. So there's that. So there might be the opportunity for you guys to say yes to a business opportunity or business deal. And, you know, of course, always read the fine print. And if you have any questions, concerns, definitely state them, and make sure you are on the same page regarding your career finances. But yeah, there's definitely new starts, new passions, new hobbies, new skills that you're going to be picking up the year ahead, and even meeting new people, new friendships, new connections. You may even find certain people that you connect with, like you just like instantly click with them, like a bond, or almost as if you guys reflect one another. Okay, so that's for some of you. You might even be, for some, singles, or, you know, even the partnership reading that I picked up on seemed like the group I picked on, not everybody will resonate with it, but there was the energy of like splitting or separation. So for some, you might actually be meeting a new partner or even a friend through your work, or like a best friend or someone who just understands you, the yin to the yang, that kind of energy. So that's really awesome. That's really beautiful. Okay. Let's see. So that's like a quick little rundown. I'm kind of running out of time, you guys. So I apologize if this seems rushed. I hope not. Like, this has been a bit of a lengthier reading, but I hope you guys are enjoying. Let's just see if there's any extra messages. for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the year ahead. Any extra messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the year ahead. What else does Gemini expect for the year coming up? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What can Gemini expect for the year ahead? Any messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the year ahead? Oh, we have the Eight of Wands. So we had this card come out quite a bit. Literally 3 times in 3 different decks. Messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the year ahead. What can they expect? We also got the World coming out. So, completion of chapter. Because for some, if you've been dealing with unfinished business, or you feel like there's something that's been open-ended or incomplete, like, that's going to be coming to a close very soon. Or this year coming up, something that you've been waiting closure on, or answers, you're going to be getting that. Queen of Cups backside. Messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the year ahead. What else can they expect? We also got the Two of Pentacles, that card coming out again. Messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the year ahead. We also got the Hermit coming out again. Or who had that? It might have been the partnership reading. Messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the year ahead. What can they expect in, I was going to say in love. We also got the Seven of Swords. Ooh. Oh. Keep your ideas to yourself. Keep your ideas to yourself. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles, the Empress, 5 of Swords, 3 of Cups, and 7 of Wands. Okay, so another message. Some of you definitely be careful of who you tell your ideas, your plan, because there might just be a little snake in the grass, okay? I'm kind of getting that energy with the 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords. There might be someone who's up to no good, or has ill intentions, or could be secretly jealous of you or envious of you or wants what you got. So I just would say or suggest to kind of keep your ideas, your plans on the down low. You guys are staying focused and dedicating yourself, working really hard, especially when we go back to the finances and career reading. Like, you guys are really putting in the effort and focusing and staying determined, setting your mind to whatever it is and making that shit a reality. And you don't need those types of people in your life or those distractions, even emotionally manipulative people in your life. With the Queen of Cups backside, you might be just dealing with very selfish people or needy people or clingy people, or those that just always come to you when they need something and then disappear when they want nothing to do with you. It's just like, you don't need that in your life. So that could be coming to a close here. I just kind of getting like the energy of you guys needing to defend yourselves and protect yourselves. Even like looking at the 7 of Wands to the 3 of Cups, it's like even like those that are close to you or friends, or those that you go out, maybe you don't know them on a super deep level, just more of like a surface level, partying and just having good times. You feel like maybe you can't really trust them, or like there's a bit of like walking on like eggshells, or again, just like not really feeling like you can tell them everything, or like you just want to keep your ideas, your dreams on the down low, okay? You have some sort of decision here, as well as balancing things out in your own personal life, your own wellness. And you might just be juggling a lot. You might just have a lot on your plate, or just a lot, again, like running lots of errands. The fact that the 8 of Wands has come out like 3 times throughout this entire read, it's just like in different decks too, just like lots of movement, lots of traction, like boom, boom, boom. Like I feel like the year ahead is just gonna be a lot. Like there's just gonna be like lots of running around, and even cycles and people from your past might be coming back up with the World reversed or the World backside. So completion of those types of chapters and lessons being learned, and trusting your gut, trusting your intuition. Your spirituality is going to be developing, especially for those that have been struggling to listen to your intuition. You will be definitely strengthening your intuition. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. And when you focus on moderating, you know, your life and just having that balance and focusing on yourself and having that time alone to connect with yourself, that will help you stay focused on what really matters. Not the petty drama, not the arguing, not the gossip, not this, not that, but focusing on what really, really matters to you, what feels right in your heart. I do see lots of opportunities to celebrate and enjoy, especially all your hard work and dedication. Like, you know, definitely be proud of yourself, but again, keeping your plans, your ideals on the down low. Okay. I just keep getting that energy. So here you go. I know I didn't even show you guys these cards. I apologize. I really just was like looking at these cards and just taking in the information. So yeah. Woo. Okay, so that's that. Holy shit. Oh my god. I looked at my timer and it was a whole bunch of angel numbers. Okay. Let's get some quick rebel messages and wrap this reading up with some Takashi after this. Alright, any fun little rebel messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the year ahead to wrap up this reading? Okay, rebel messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the year ahead. Oh, wow. We got shame, regret, and guilt. Those are all just bullshit. Time to let go. Alright, and you're the shit. Don't forget it. Shame, regret, and guilt. Those are all bullshit. Forgive and let that shit go. And then literally the next card, let it go. Move the fuck on. Oh my god. And remember that you're the shit. Don't forget it. Okay. So, it's all about, again, it just kind of ties in with those love spreads that I did. Learning to forgive, learning to release, learning to surrender from the past, no longer letting the past dictate your future, and just surrendering and letting go of the things that just don't serve you, and remembering your worth. Remembering you're the shit. Okay? Let's wrap this up with some Takashi messages. Oh my goodness, I've been speaking for too long, y'all. Okay. Any Takashi messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus to wrap up this reading? Any Takashi messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus to wrap up this read for my Gemini's birthday read? Takashi messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Takashi messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We have spontaneity. Oh, holy god, these cards flew. Humor. And we have a card on the ground. Confidence. Okay. Spontaneity. Have fun. Express your love. Do something unusual or different. So step out of your comfort zone this year coming up. Get out of your head and into your heart. Planning certainly needs a place in your life, but don't allow self-imposed rules and limitations to stop from expressing who you are. Although now is not the time for impulsive spending. Yeah, save that money. Save that coin. Be spontaneous on the inside. Think kind thoughts where none have gone before. Humor. See the funny side of life. Laugh at yourself. Laughter is love. Learn your life lessons with laughter, and you'll travel your path with a light and happy heart. Release melancholy, heaviness, and practicality in some good, clean fun and laughter. Have a good time with friends and let your spirit soar. And confidence. Be confident in yourself. Hold your composure. Be certain of yourself. You have no reason to doubt yourself. Do not undermine your confidence. Have the courage to boldly be yourself with confidence and love. With confidence and love. Know that your goals are within reach. Be loving to those that do not have your level of self-confidence. So yeah, definitely working on your confidence. You guys will definitely be feeling much more confident this year. Lots of exciting, fun times with your friends, your family, and to just be spontaneous, you know? Fuck it. Have fun. Take that risk, you know? So Gemini, that was your reading for your birthday. I hope you guys found this helpful or insightful. Please let me know in the comments below, as well as leave a like and subscribe. Turn on the bell notification so that you guys are notified when I upload. And with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.